We'll get back to that interview, but we want to get to a big story because this weekend we are expecting over a dozen No Kings protests across the Charlotte area. This weekend, not only protests here in the Charlotte area, but across the nation. There have been protests happening throughout the week. Now, these protests against federal immigration enforcement and President Donald Trump's decision to mobilize the National Guard and Marines in Los Angeles are spreading nationwide, with hundreds of demonstrations, as I mentioned before, scheduled for this weekend. Over a dozen No Kings protests are planned for the Charlotte area on Saturday, and this will coincide with Trump's planned military parade in Washington, D.C. We want to go out to Jesse Pierre, who is live. And Jesse, so you got a chance to speak with organizers of these protests and also law enforcement in the area. What are they telling you?
Well, overall, Charlotte will be joining dozens of cities in this No Kings protest tomorrow. The one here at this location at First Ward will be hosted by Indivisible Charlotte, which is partnering with several other local organizations. It starts at 11. There'll be speakers, a rally, as well as a march in Uptown. Now, organizers tell me that this is, part of a nationwide day movement of defiance against the Trump administration, like you mentioned. And, they tell me at the end of the day, they just want to make their voices heard. They want their message clear that no one is above the law and nobody rules alone. Now, again, organizers tell me they are committed to nonviolent action. They are telling participants not to have any chants that incite violence, as well as no signs that incite violence. We also have heard from CMPD, who says they are aware of the rally happening here, and they say that they will work to keep folks safe while protecting the right to gather. They're urging folks to stay hydrated, to make sure to be aware of your surroundings. If you're driving anywhere, make sure to, keep your car doors locked, and to make sure to keep any of your items out of sight so that your car is not broken into. But overall, I spoke to the folks here at this rally. They're expecting thousands of people to join together in this No Kings protest. I also spoke to an organizer in Statesville, where they're organizing a protest there. But when I look at the map and the list of organizations hosting different ones, there are little dots popping up everywhere. So there are different protests happening throughout the state, throughout the country, against what they're calling the Trump administration and an overreach of authority. Sending it back to you, Nick.
And that is Jesse Pierre live there, giving us an update and a preview what folks can expect with these protests tomorrow. Jesse, thank you for your time. All right, so that's Jesse Pierre again. Over a dozen protests are planned for the area. So we had Megan Bragg on at the beginning of the show talking about some of the law surrounding protests. Jesse there, she spoke with organizers and law enforcement in the area on how they are preparing for these protests are expected to happen. All right, so